You are listening to the Smuggler's Galaxy podcast, my favorite podcast to listen to on long flights across the galaxy.
This is the way.
We're wanted men.
Spoken.
Hey, it's the Smugglers Galaxy podcast. We're live at Toylanta. It's been a crazy ass day.
Toylanta!
So we're at the club table. It's what, like an hour left till the end of the thing.
What time is it over?
Yeah. No, the end of our auction.
Our auction is over at 1.
Auction's over at 1.
So we're 30 minutes away, 45 minutes away from that.
So how's your Toylanta going, Jason?
Toylanta was good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I picked up stuff last night.
Is that the only thing you picked up?
Yeah. How's it going?
Hi.
Yeah. Because I might have possibly picked up a 12 bag. So
He's playing the, I'll hook you up, Jason. What do you want to
Yes.
pay me? I've got you, Jason. What do you want me to pay?
As of the recording, I don't know what the value of this figure is, and hopefully he'll get that to me soon. He listens, so I don't want to say. Give me the
We
the
want it
number,
done
Joel.
now. Come on, Joel. Yeah, I picked up. Guess what I picked up? Some prototype Bill and Ted.
Yeah, you did. You were a kid in a candy store.
I really was. I may make a run on a DT Luke.
It is cold.
I can tell. Look how cold. Look at Jason's shirt. You can tell how cold it is.
I am freezing over here.
Doors open now too.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Hey, look, speak of the devil, there's Joel. But anyway, yeah, what else did I pick up? I don't even remember what all I picked up. Oh, I picked up a bunch of Wampas. That was cool. I think that's it. Oh, I picked up one of the Black Series Rebels, Hoth Rebel Trooper that you can army build like a.
It was funny watching you pick up those prototypes because you were walking back and forth in front of the booth.
Right.
And you weren't talking to him. You were following him as he was setting up, and there was boxes all over the table.
Right. I kept waiting for him to
Look
notice
at
me.
you, but I'm like, he's busy. So I just like, excuse me, he's got a question for you.
Yes,
And
and
that's
I'm
when I caught his attention. Otherwise, you would have just been walking back and forth.
I
and
hate.
putting a mark in the carpet.
Yeah, I hate bugging people when they're in the middle of doing stuff, but maybe I need to.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But that was awesome to see.
Yeah, Toylanta's fun. We've been here since what? Friday night. Friday about 5 o'clock, and it's Sunday at noon.
I was here at 4:30.
4:30. Oh, 4:30 on Friday till like Sunday at noon.
Although I guess it doesn't really matter. It's 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Hi, Susan.
Hello,
We're
how are
recording
you?
right now.
How's your Toylanta been, Susan?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Got some great finds.
What'd you
Awesome.
find?
So I filled in a few figures for my 6-inch Black Series. I got got a Ray figure, got Lando, Dressman Skiff. So it was pretty cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then I just got like a lot of little things, like 3 3/4 just to fill in.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a successful weekend.
Yes, it has
Very
been.
cool. When do you head back?
This afternoon.
Okay.
Yes.
Up to Tennessee.
Gentlemen,
Fernando.
You
Good
take
morning.
It? Morning.
good
Morning.
You guys arriving, trying to finish setting up over there. So.
Now that you've got like a couple hours left, you're gonna be finished.
Well, I was doing some scenes, so I break it down by picture, scene by
okay.
scene. So that's what I was doing right now. So then I put it back together so everybody else can take pictures. I'll let you post it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So Fernando does dioramas, but he only uses recycled materials, which is
it's-
pretty cool. So
and
if you get close, you'll far away. It looks like Cloud City, but when you get close, you realize that he spray painted a orange juice bottle upside down, and he glued together 2 plastic champagne glasses to make weird shapes, and it all looks good.
And it's all like huge. It's a huge thing. It's not like little. It's
No,
probably,
it's like
10 by 10 or something
yeah,
crazy
yeah,
like
it's
that.
huge.
Lewis is like got a smile on his face, and he's getting a phone call.
He's got a falcon in his hands.
Yeah. Did you pick that up?
Yeah, $10.
Wow. Did you get that from them? From AVT?
No, I got it upstairs.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Awesome.
stickers on the back.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take mine, put it together, then I have enough of the parts left over, I can build my grandson one.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's a good project.
What else is going on?
All right, I made some notes. Let me pop
made
those
notes?
out.
Let me
yeah,
pop- yeah.
because I usually get on mic and then I'm like, what do we talk about?
Yeah,
I
that's where I'm
forget.
at too.
So-
I'm like, I don't know what to talk about right now. Toylanta's awesome. It's in the same hotel it was at last year.
All right, so I'm not seeing very many Farm Boy Lukes, aside from the double telescoping one that is a 75 for $2,000 AFA graded. Did you buy that?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Is the yet is the key term. They have a Razor Crest. That was
Yeah,
kind of fun.
Razor Crest was 800 cash, 900 card. But as I went through and tried to find vintage figures, because I'm always looking for, no, I'm good. I'm always looking for a lightsaber for my Luke. See if there's something I can replace. I didn't see any Luke's, very little Leia's. If it is Leia, it's just without her cape and without her blaster.
And if you do see it, I've seen them like $200. Somebody was wanting one for $200.
I didn't see any. So lots of grunts, lots of snowtroopers, stormtroopers, Hoth troopers, Endor troopers. I almost bought a Death Star droid for $10 yesterday, but one of the hips was really, really loose. And again, doesn't need to be perfect, but I would like it better than that. The paint application was really good, but as I was looking at other ones, the paint application was really, really bad, and they were asking $20 to $30 for that Death Star droid. So, I don't know. Video games have made an appearance.
Yeah, there was a lot of video games. They had one booth that was nothing but video games.
They had a really good version of Ocarina of Time, which is a Super Nintendo Zelda game for $200. It was already open, but it was in good condition. I have like a first release because I got Ocarina of Time for Nintendo 64 way back when, first day it came out. So I'm wondering how much that goes for. Anyways, comic books are huge now.
Yeah, they're
Not
making.
only-
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, they're starting to show up too.
Not only are they here, but there are tons of graded ones now. So that's kind of interesting that you've got your boxes, the large boxes, and then next to it you've got the hard plastic boxes with graded
Yeah.
comics. So that's big. I saw a Mandalorian Black Series, the one that he's caked in mud, for $65, which I thought was funny because I could pull up my phone right there at the booth and order it from Target.com for $37.
Yeah. Thankfully, there wasn't a lot of Target threw up on this place. There wasn't a lot of that this year.
No, but there was like GameStop threw up. There was Target threw up.
Well, Target throw up is just the normal general term I use for any store.
Oh, okay.
So just like when you see a guy
Okay.
driving around with a bunch of accessories on his car, you say AutoZone threw up on his car.
Gotcha. And then as far as modern and loose vintage figures, nothing that's outrageous. Everything was $35 to $50 with weapons. I mean, you've got your
Yeah.
last 17, and those go for a premium. TVC.
Was that TVC stuff?
That was TVC going by. I could smell it. Oh, the TVC just fell.
Oh no, they're worth less now. I did see they had like the last
Scratch
17.
and dent world.
They had a man. One was loose. I saw one loose for $350, and apparently, and there was a bag one that was going for about $4, but nobody picked that up. I know a couple of guys in the club were thinking about picking that up, but last time I saw they didn't. What else did I see?
Hey,
Just
how you doing?
just cool stuff. I think this year was a good year for Star Wars because AVT was here and they brought it. They had a room with a bunch of good stuff in it. They had another guy that had a bunch of high dollar Star Wars. He had a mint on card Final Cape Jawa that he had the like 40K on. So
85.
85? Oh Jesus! It was
Wasn't
even
it
worse.
85?
I don't know, but it was a. I'm just showing it off price.
Yeah, that's not. He doesn't want to sell for that. Because wasn't Boba Fett the 21 back?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the 45?
Might have been.
Okay.
I don't even know if I saw a price on it when I was in there.
Yeah, he doesn't want to sell it. He just wants to show it off and get people in the room.
Yeah, so that was a cool room to be in too. Our buddy Ian was here with a bunch of acrylic and selling us our acrylic crack, which everybody needs.
Yeah.
Look that guy up. You can get some awesome cases and displays from him. There's a dude with, how the heck? How'd you get that shirt already?
Oh, I shipped it.
You go a celebration shirt on. How'd you get that? Did they already ship those out?
How'd you get that?
Oh, it's a
bootleg.
bootleg.
That's nice.
It's a good looking shirt. Yeah, the
Very cool.
bootleg celebration exclusive Star Wars shirt.
Attack of the Clones,
Star
20th
Wars shirt.
anniversary. Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we had the, what did I say? I said the Razor Crest, the DT Luke was nice.
How was the toy swap last night?
Toy swap was fun last night. We had probably about 15 people that brought it. That's why I picked up a bunch of Wampas. I picked up a Hoth Snow Trooper from that. I picked up another a beater men on card Fett TVC line that I can open up to put with my Slave 1. That was nice. Me and Aaron just kind of swapped money because he bought something, then I went to him and bought two things. I sold some stuff, so that was cool. There's a few items that sold, so I was able to have money to go spend. Picked up one of the Ewoks with the bows for like $50 because we were helping.
Was it Lumat?
Lumat, maybe.
That's what Kelly said.
Lumat?
Wasn't it?
Yeah, I can't keep up with the Ewoks.
I can't either. They all.
It was the one with the bow.
Sorry to say this, but they all look the same to me except for Wicket.
Yeah, Wicket. That's the truth. And then you've got the one with the medicine thing on his head. The medicine doctor. That one's easy to tell.
That's Tebow?
I don't know. My wife knows them all.
Warrock, Papalu, Lumat. I think those are the five.
I don't know. My wife's got a better men on card collection than I do because they're all freaking Ewoks. And she's like, I got tri-logo stuff and you don't. Ha ha ha.
So I had to step away. It's my wife's birthday yesterday. So we went out, we dropped my daughter off for prom, then we went out to dinner, and we were driving home, and I'm like, it's only 5 minutes away. I'll just take 15 minutes. She's like, sure. So I go into the AVT, and they've got all of their vehicles, and they're kind of beater. They're well loved, let's say that.
Right.
They're not really beat up. So for $100, I got a twin car.
Cloud car, probably. Cloud car.
Yeah, the Cloud car, the twin, whatever. Land speeder, a Sears version of the troop transport, and a TIE interceptor for $100.
Yeah, that was a good deal.
So I went home, I got out some warm water, I got out my Q-tips and some soap, and I started scrubbing all the dust away and some of the scratches. There was crayons, but I got it all off. And it looks sparkling right now, so I'm pretty happy about that.
So what's the difference between the normal one and the Sears one?
The Sears one doesn't have, it has a battery pack in the back, but it doesn't have the electronics.
Gotcha.
So you could put a battery back there, but it's not going to do anything, obviously. Right. The only thing that's a little messed up is that the cap that goes on the Sears version, according to Jerry, is a little bit more orange. Mine is bright red, so he thinks that I've got one for a regular version. So at some point, I'm going to have to find that dark orange version to put on mine because it's not right.
And you're going to pay an arm and a leg for it, probably.
Sure. Yeah, because they were saying that's the tough one to find, and I just stumbled upon it for essentially $25 per vehicle.
Right.
I couldn't turn that down, so I put that in the case. I have a question about stickers, because I know like repro and stuff. Mm-hmm. Am I able to put like a tab of glue on the stickers to put them back, or do I just have to live with it?
You're in such a weird section of the hobby right there, because some people are, once you put non-vintage glue on there, it's repro. But it's your toy.
Yeah, it's my toy. I'm not doing anything with it, and I'm not like flipping it.
Right.
And it's like three of the stickers have curled.
Yeah, so put a little glue on there. I think you'll be all right.
I'll ask around.
Yeah, you can.
I'll get a second opinion. Not that I don't trust you, but I just want to make sure.
I wouldn't. But you know what? You can ask 3 people, and they're all going to tell you something different. Part of me is like, that's your toy. You know, as long as you're not trying to like fool anybody and rebuild it from the bottom up with new parts.
I also think like that whole precious attitude is the reason why the market is skyrocketing.
Yeah.
Because if you look at Joe, I mean, yeah, there are some Joe that are expensive, but for the most part, I mean, people just customize that and they restore things, and it's a completely different world.
Right. I don't know, but as far as the show went, I think this year was a little bit better organized. They actually had food here because last year they didn't have any food vendors. The clubhouse, it's on a golf course, and the clubhouse had opened up and had burgers and hot dogs and French fries, so you can at least run, still on property, get something to eat versus having to go down the street, leave, and be gone for 45 minutes. You could actually spend 45 minutes relaxing instead of stressing out over that. They had Friday night, preview night was nice. You were able to walk around with not a lot of people bugging you. Today has been really slow, but it's Sunday and it's 12:30 in Georgia on a Sunday, so that means people are enjoying post church lunch. So I think about 2 o'clock it'll pick up.
All right, we'll see.
We'll see, and people will come in and do the final sweep.
And this is what, till 4?
Yeah, till 4.
Yeah, there was one vintage collection figure up there that I have my eye on. It's that Imperial tank troop leader. He's the one that's got gray on his shoulders. They wanted 125. I'll have to look up to see what that's on eBay. See if I can talk him down. But again, and as I say that and I think about it, it's like I've got that 12 back possibility. I don't want to buy anything.
Right? You should go bug Joel. And
I got
like,
Celebration.
Dude. And there's Celebration, but you know what? Here's what
The
I'm
same
thinking.
thing happened in Celebration. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, Celebration, you're gonna see the same thing at Celebration, but maybe double, even at room sale. And then you got to get it home.
Yeah, this is better because it's here.
Right.
The same thing, like the last time I went to Celebration, I got a deal right before, and it's going to be better than anything I could find at Celebration. So
Yep. Well, there's also like
I'm okay with that.
Second Chance says that you can't pass up a good deal, even though you've got something going on like Celebration is in 2 months. If a good deal comes your way, don't pass it up. Because you're like, oh, I've got Celebration coming up, because you're going to kick yourself off through Celebration for passing up that deal. What's Yoda at?
Yoda's at $300, so.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's interesting. Narayan and somebody else keeps jumping that price, so we'll see where that lands.
Jeez. We'll see. Yeah.
And yeah, so we'll see where that lands in the end. We got another 15 minutes before we're going to have to pause, and I have to handle the auction, and we'll come back afterwards to figure out.
Yeah, while he's doing the auction, I'm going to go make another run around the floor, see what I can do, what kind of more damage I can do. But
a lot more Star Wars this year than last year.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I think ABT helped with that, but I think before that there was a lot more Star Wars.
And so Glenn and I have talked about going to shows before and having our voices recognized from the podcast.
Yes.
So that was one scenario I had in my mind. The other thing, like, we just met Barry, who's from Memphis, Tennessee, and he knows me from the club. So it's another scenario that I had in my mind of people. The one thing I didn't ever consider was somebody would recognize me from YouTube, which was, it took me back for a moment. I'm like, is this for real right now? What's going on? And
people actually watch your YouTube channel?
Yeah, people are fans of my YouTube channel. It's crazy to think that, but yeah, he came all the way down. His name was Michael, I think. I met so many different people this weekend. I'm praying that I got his name right.
Right.
It's Michael from Richmond, Virginia, and he saw my video last year of Toylanta, and he decided to come down.
Wow.
And visit. So he's making a swing of things. He's going to this. He's going to South Carolina for something else, and then he's heading back up there for that's where he lives.
Awesome. Yeah, we Second Chance had a.
Did he stop by there? Do you know?
I don't know if he went by Second Chance or
I
not.
told him to go by Second Chance before you skip out of town, because it's only 20 minutes away from here.
But I know when we left here last night at like 9 o'clock, we swung by Second Chance, and that place was banging. They had a lot going on there last night.
I'll have to swing by today.
Yeah.
Or maybe Tuesday.
Maybe, because he did get a big lot in that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
And you may be
He's got more
interested in.
vintage collection stuff.
I hope it. I'm assuming it's vintage collection stuff, because I know there's no way it would be vintage. Because there's all, like, I'd say probably 30 carded figures. There was a stack about that big, 2 stacks, which I'm holding about 2 foot tall.
2 feet tall for the people at home. I'm looking up what I need. Because we keep talking about vintage collection ending. It's VC 148, the Imperial Assault Tank Commander. He's the one in charge with the gray shoulders. But we keep talking about the vintage collection closing, and looking at the prices, they're just going to go north of VC. The first wave of vintage collection from 2010 to 2012, those are just crazy right now. I saw Princess Leia for $100. The guy that the Imperial, Hold on. I'm looking it up because I want to make sure I get it right.
Because you don't want Narayan to yell at you.
No, Ryan's not. He's not into vintage collection prices. Republic Trooper VC 113. He was asking $300 for,
Jeez.
and that one's getting re-released, so that price is going to come down just a little bit. That's what I ordered. That was the winner of their poll that they did, which re-release should come next, and everyone voted for that Republic Trooper. So he's coming, and so I would expect that 300 price to come down a little bit.
Yeah, I do have a complaint. I know I complain about people doing like shit jobs packaging stuff, but my wife had 2 things come in this week that were damaged. One thing was a bunch of like 15-inch tall ceramics, which we probably knew they were going to come in damaged. But she had told the lady, "Hey, wrap the stuff in bubble wrap and then wrap it in paper so that you're filling the bag up." She just wrapped it in like 1 layer of paper, and all of them were broken. So that kind of sucked because they were really awesome bootlegs. Looked like the guy had taken some of the somebody had taken some of like the 15-inch figures and made molds of them and cast them in ceramic. So they were badass, but they got all broken. And then she found the mint on card ET that she'd been looking for, and the dude literally just took a piece of bubble wrap and folded it over on top of the figure and put a label on it, and it came all beat up. So, and we were on the way home, and as we, last night as we're on the way home, we see, a alert on the ring, and I see that it's UPS, and he has what looks like a mailer bag, and Mandy was like, "Oh yeah, my ET got delivered today," and I said it looked like it was in a mailer, and she was just, from that moment on, her night was ruined. So, package your crap, people.
Yeah. I got my Bad Batch 4-pack. The Amazon did a treasure truck thing where it was $62. Because when that initially came out and people were getting it, they were selling it for $150. I saw it on the floor for $200.
Yep, I saw that.
So that came yesterday, but the white box it was shipped in was a little bent up, and I'm like, oh no. Oh no. So I opened it up and it was fine.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, did they ship it, the shipper in a shipper, or
No, they shipped it in the white box that Hasbro gave it with.
I hate when they do that too.
Yeah.
You think they would take the 2 minutes to put it in something else?
You would think.
But it's a shipper for a reason.
Right. I wish they would do that with Walmart exclusives.
Which one's the Walmart exclusive now that's getting ready to come out?
So there's 5 of them. There's the Stormtrooper, A New Hope, R2-D2 sensor scope, the Death Star gunner,
Okay.
the guy that's black with the red visor.
Oh, they're doing that one?
That one.
That's a
Return of the
badass
Jedi
figure.
card. He came back with, I think he was initially that, but then he quickly turned to Power of the Force, if I remember right. And then the 2 Bespin security guards.
Those look good. Those are all good looking figures.
Yeah. It's my understanding they recycled the legs from Lando and Lobot, but you can't even tell. They look amazing.
They finally recycled things?
Yeah, they finally got ahead of the curve and started recycling some of their parts, kit bashing them.
That's awesome.
So
What time we got, Jason?
we've got 12:37, and the auction is over at 1, so I got to go in about 6 minutes.
Okay.
So we'll come back afterwards after the auction because I do want to talk about the run, the Wilbur Hood run.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. You want to talk about that now or wait till?
We'll come back.
All right. There was something else that I picked up. My wife picked up the Cantono or Camtono as well, or Comtono, I guess.
The ice cream maker.
The ice cream maker for like $5 yesterday. So
She
that
was
was
on her
pretty
drive
cool.
home and she saw in Marietta they did like a tent sale.
Yeah.
Everyone goes into a parking lot, sets up a tent. It's like a garage sale, and she was closing down. The owner of the Camptona was closing down, and your wife was like, "How much for this?" She's like, $10, $5, $3, and your wife, before she could say anything, "Okay, I'll take it." She's like, "Okay, $5."
Yeah.
So what happened to 3?
Exactly. Oh, I don't
can't do
care.
that.
I thought that thing was worth a lot more because you were saying you can find them for like
You find them
$5
for
to
10, $20.
$10-20. I thought it was going for like 50, especially if you got around people
It
who had been
depends.
looking for it. But I don't care. I'll turn it into a Cantono.
They're so common, you don't really need to spend $50 on one of those.
Okay. But
Especially
still, it was
for-
cool finding one.
Yeah. For $5, you're going to strip the motor out. You're going to paint it white. I was going to say paint it black, like the Rolling Stones song.
Dun dun dun. But it's white, not red.
So,
All right. Well, we'll come back in a few minutes. Well, it'll be like instantaneous for you guys. and we'll let Jason handle the auction, and we'll come back with more thoughts on
Come back
Toylanta
live.
2022.
All right.
And we're back.
Well, $1,200 for our auction.
That's pretty freaking awesome, dude.
It's all going to the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, CHOA. So
Yeah. So thank you for everybody who donated time and your artistry and your talent and money. So that's awesome. We'll get that to CHOA here in the next few days, and yeah, they thank you.
On to the next club project.
Yeah, we already got more.
Yes.
So I do have an update, Jason.
Okay. What's your
I-
update?
I bought that DT Luke.
You did.
Yes, shocking.
Money's burning a hole in your pocket.
It's gonna have to stop till Celebration.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is Toylanta, so
It is, yeah.
there's a place to buy something like that. It's here.
Well, that's what I told my wife. It's like I have goals, and I'm checking off.
You too?
You too, man. Checking off all the goals that I wanted to do. So, yeah. It'll at least make it through Celebration. But it was one of those where, if I waited till Celebration, I'm probably going to be double than
Yeah.
what it is,
Yeah.
than what I paid for it. Bye.
Bye.
Well, I'm not leaving.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Have a good.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
I don't know who that guy is, and I don't know why I'm saying hi or bye to him.
Well, we're standing at a table with people.
Our table is pretty much destroyed. We've taken most of it down.
Yeah. Well, it is now getting close. It's 2:30. Jeez.
This is like a live panel right now.
Yeah. It totally feels like a live panel.
We're doing a live panel in a hallway. No one's paying attention to us. We're like two crazy people.
Yeah, they're like,
And the way we're sitting, we're like Muppets behind the table.
yes. And there's
Hey,
Kelly
Kelly.
walking by. Kelly completed his 92 run, right? 92
Yes, sir.
run.
Yes, sir.
Finished 92 run this
What was
weekend.
that last one?
Work.
Warwick was the last one. Complete
Complete. With card and coin.
250
Nice.
and coin.
And coin.
Nice.
Go ahead and help me get it.
Yes. I already forgot what Ewok it was, but
Lumat.
Lumat.
You sold Julu, Matt.
So me Lumat.
You got Warwick. You already
Finished.
had Tebow, Wicket, Ramba, Lumat, Low Gray. How many Ewoks are there? 6?
Jesus.
I can't keep them straight.
Yeah.
I don't even think Kenner didn't even get them all right.
They did.
They got like Paplu on Lumat or something like that on the card.
They messed all that up, but
So it's not me, it's them.
yeah. And then my wife picked up more Gremlins crap, like she needs it. But it was stuff that we had only seen one other one of. So it's got an Earl made it. It's a Corvette with Gizmo in the front. And she's like, I already have one. I said, we've only seen one other one. So go buy it. Got a whole bunch of Gizmo crap. And she's got one of those Furby gizmos. That thing just keeps talking. And I'm trying to have a conversation with her. And she starts laughing. And I'm like, why are you laughing? And she's like, Furby's talking. So.
I'm looking for that VC 148 Imperial Assault Tank Commander, and he's not online.
You didn't get him?
He's up in a booth for 125, but I'm not a big.
Did it just
haggler.
sell?
No, he's up there. I'm just not a haggler.
Well, you could throw $100 on the table.
I don't have $100.
Oh.
I spent it last night. Otherwise, I would.
Narayan did pick up the Razor Crest, so he
The
got a
one-
good deal
yeah.
on it. The one that was here, I was gonna throw 5 on the table and see what happened, but
They laughed because even his offer they went up on. So.
yeah, so he still got a hell of a deal on it. Yeah, what's your thoughts on Toylanta this year versus last year?
A lot more Star Wars, which I was happy with.
Yes, a lot more Star Wars.
See, I didn't bring a lot of money this time. I didn't prepare because A, celebration, but B, they didn't have a lot of Star Wars
Last year.
last year. So I didn't feel like I needed to bring a lot of money.
But like I keep telling you, you don't know what you're gonna get year to year. So this year was a good year for Star Wars.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens next year. I don't know. They haven't announced a date. Normally they announce a date by now, so we'll see if they gotta change convention centers or what their plan is. Be interesting next couple of months to see what happens.
So Narayan and I, we both have our jumpsuits for the Wilbur Hood
Yes.
run, the running of the Wilbur Hoods at Celebration, and Narayan was excited. He wanted to do a test run yesterday, so we both suited up. We had our ice cream makers, our Camtonos, and we did a running. through Toylanta. We were screaming, "Save the rebellion! Save the ice cream!" We were going into all the different rooms, and people were staring at us like we were crazy.
Well, they had two idiots running around in orange jumpsuits and one idiot chasing them recording. And Jason and Ryan were the two idiots in the costumes. I was the idiot recording.
The problem is that nobody at a G.I. Joe convention or G.I. Joe toy show knows who this obscure character is from The Empire Strikes Back. So we're running in there, and they are not amused. We are screaming, "Save the rebellion, save the ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream." And you get these people looking at us like, "We're trying to do a deal here, man. You're messing us up."
Right, and I think people were actually saying they were trying to run away from those crazy people yelling, "Save the ice cream."
Yeah, Justin was getting into the elevator, and this woman was getting in right behind him with a stroller, and she's told him, "I just need to get away from the ice cream people." So, yeah. So that was interesting. We did the whole floor, both floors, first and second, and then we were out of breath, so I do need to lose weight and get into shape, maybe do some more walking.
Yeah, and you weren't running that fast.
No, we were just jogging.
And it sucked.
And B, I need boots because that's part of the costume. I can't wear my Nikes.
I don't think people are going to really give you crap, especially if you just kind of get in on the tail end. But
I was watching videos last night, and they did have boots, so
okay, you just need black boots.
just black boots. I'll get them.
So it was, yeah, I enjoyed it. Good Toylanta, can't complain. I really enjoy these weekends because it's a big toy show in my hometown, and you get to kind of, people that came from out of town. You get, talk up your hometown, which is always fun.
I tried having an official club event at my place Friday night. How did that go?
I thought that went good. It was a good little hang. We had 10 people show up.
Yeah, not too many.
It was a perfect number. Weather, it wasn't raining, so, but it threatened kind of rain. But
looked like it was gonna be crummy. I was hoping we'd be able to hang out back by the fire like we do on our podcast every now and then, but the weather, it just was wet. Like you were saying, it was gonna be muddy, and we just hung inside.
Yeah, and there was no karaoke, which was kind of a bummer.
Was that supposed to?
I don't know.
Were you expecting that?
I'm always expecting karaoke at your house, Jason.
Good to know. I'll have to make changes for next time.
It's always karaoke day at Jason's house. But it went good. You tried hitting on my wife by saying you were going to take something out and having your pants down.
That's not how it happened. It's not how it happened.
Not really. I'll have to, yeah.
You want to amend that?
Probably, yes. You said you were going to take out your first shot. It's always, that's what she said.
Yeah. And then I'm losing weight, so the zipper didn't stay up.
Yeah, it's, of course, my wife's got she's got a sick, twisted mind just like I do, so she's got to, point it all out.
Yeah. I appreciate it, though. XYZ. That's all you need to say.
Which is a zipper company.
Examine your zipper. But yeah, it was a good Toylanta.
Yeah. I thought they had their act together a lot more this year. I think the hotel did better. Yeah.
So were you upstairs at 10 yesterday, between 10 to 12?
A little bit.
Was it packed? Because I was down here at the booth. I was on the second floor.
What I heard, it upstairs felt really packed. Down here, it got pretty decently packed down here. We're kind of set up on a corner. When you come down a flight of stairs, there's two doors, two rooms to your left, and then there's a hallway, and then there's more rooms, but there's not really a whole lot of direction as to, hey, there's more stuff down here. So they set us up trying to draw people down, which I think worked fairly well. But I think yesterday it didn't come down here. I think from about 10 to 11, everybody was upstairs. And then about right at 11 o'clock, it's like the floodgates opened and everybody starts coming down here.
I just remember last year.
Hi, Fernando.
Last year. Hey.
Yeah, podcast.
Already?
Yeah.
Live?
Yeah,
Live.
it's live.
All right.
How,
I want to say hello to everybody that came to the show and did us over here and watched the dioramas and everything else. So.
how'd this year compare to last year?
Traffic-wise, I think it was less.
Really?
I think last year was more
Yeah.
than this year for my standing there and there.
There was like 3 other shows going on this weekend.
There was. They had the auto show, they had Fandemic Con, and they had this, and then probably some. Was there something else?
Is there Atlanta Comic Con this week?
Yeah, that's the Fandemic Con.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Yeah, which had a bunch of Walking Dead, basically a Walking Dead convention.
Yeah.
So that may have cut into this stuff too.
Yeah, I didn't feel much traffic this year compared from last year.
And then the Fandemic Con just came on like a week, like 2-3 weeks ago. They announced it, but it had all the Walking Dead there. So, Narayan, you're leaving.
I'm leaving.
Bye, Narayan.
Great show, guys.
Yeah, man.
You see that David just matched $1,200.
David who?
Yeah, this lady. He's like, I'm gonna donate my entire travel budget.
David Sean.
He's like, you just posted in your thing where you said like,
Well, we've been
we raised
recording.
$1,200, and he's like, I'm gonna. So since it's like, I'm sorry I wasn't able to make it there, so I'm gonna donate my travel budget to match your
Wow.
amount.
Yeah, there it is, right there. Thank you, David.
Thank you, David. I'm speechless.
Yeah, that's
It's
awesome.
not a good thing when you're recording a podcast.
So Fernando thinks that it didn't have as big a crowd as last year. How do you
I
feel?
definitely didn't think so.
Okay.
It seemed like we're not.
Get a little
I didn't
close.
think. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think there was as many dealers. It seemed about the same.
Yeah, I felt about the same. But I was hoping upstairs would be positioned a little different now that COVID was over. You could get closer.
Yeah, it seemed about the same arrangement to me.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like it was any tighter or anything. I mean, and I don't know. The hotel I thought would be much improved, and it was only slightly.
Well, they had hamburgers and hot dogs.
They had one elevator working.
Did they only have one elevator working
They had
again?
3 people staffing the restaurant and the bar total.
Yeah, the one thing I didn't get.
It's better
is-
than having no bar, no restaurant.
Right,
but
exactly.
still.
But I know when I went to the front desk and I'm like, "Hey, I heard you guys have hamburgers and hot dogs." They're like, "What? Where is it? You all have like a clubhouse or something?" "Oh, it's over there," which wasn't bad. It was like a minute walk, but you know they were good. It was better than going to Burger King.
Yeah.
And it kept people here, but I think people still left. This morning it felt dead. It felt dead all day on Sunday.
I'm wondering if the other big convention in town, the Fandemic Tour, which
Yeah.
obviously has a lot of guest stars, really drew away a lot of people that may have otherwise come here.
Probably.
Possibly.
That's what we were just talking about.
But I met a lot of new people, the first timers, say, no, I just came here about first time
Oh,
coming
really?
at the show.
You saw that?
Yeah, I was when they were married and talking. You guys came last year, and they say, no, this is my first time coming in the show. So, and I met a lot of people, first timers. So I was kind of surprised. At least new people showing up this year.
I just feel like with COVID sort of winding down, or at least being in a lull right now, that it would have been a lot more people.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm curious how much Fandemic Con ate into this weekend. But
Yeah.
like today, it never picked up.
yeah, I'd have to see online exactly how well attended that was. Yeah, but that's obviously a much bigger space, Georgia World Congress, right? So,
Yeah, is that where it was?
yeah, I think so. But
Plus, it's all the Walking Dead people, so.
That's in downtown or
Yeah.
near
convention, the Atlanta convention, or
Yeah, that was
near the aquarium and
okay.
in the middle of everything.
Mercedes-Benz,
Okay.
all that. So. But I mean, I think we did well.
Yeah.
We did well. It's too bad we didn't have a panel to present because I think several people did ask us.
Hey, Justin. Justin. Come out and say, just
All right,
come
I
talk
got
about
it
your
right.
weekend if you got a sec.
You got 2 seconds?
Just come tell us. Talk about the weekend. How'd the
vendor.
room go? As a vendor, how was your weekend?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Friday night load in, VIP preview night, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Lots of bodies coming through, and Saturday was bananas.
Yeah.
Lots of people, lots of stuff. We did really well for the room swap too. We put out a bunch of totes of parts and pieces, and people were loving it. We probably sold half of what we brought. So,
Awesome.
yeah. So,
The special piece you brought out, the display?
yep.
You saw that?
I haven't sold it yet. Probably look forward to see those. No. I think what I'll do is because it's hard to put out at a show. I think I'll take really nice photos and start posting it. That we'll be bringing it to the IC and see if anybody wants to to snag it, but those are sweet pieces.
Yeah, they're very sweet. Just
Yeah.
don't have display room.
Yeah, they're pretty big. But yeah, all in all, did well. Lots of Joe stuff, so moved a lot of that,
Awesome.
But plenty of Star Wars people. Watched a couple people complete their collections over the weekend, so that's nice.
It's always nice.
So yeah,
Cool. Thank you,
Thanks.
man.
cheers, guys.
Yeah, man. Have fun packing up.
That was the worst part.
Yes. So there you go. We got a couple of things. A couple of live on the spot reporting.
Reporting on in.
Yes.
Live from the panel from the show.
So, yeah, I enjoyed it. I always enjoy Toylanta, and even a crappy toy show is a good toy show. It's an exhausting weekend because you're up till 9:30. You don't get to bed you don't get home till like 10:30, 11. You're not getting to bed till after midnight, and you're up at 7, which that's a toy show weekend. That's what makes it all fun. Second Chance they were open till midnight last night, so we went in there and checked some stuff out. So yeah, I think my wife is finally starting to understand why you end up staying up so late and getting no sleep on show weekends, because it's like this weekend she's finally up and involved in everything.
Yeah. I'm tired.
Yeah, it's always the Sunday night after Toylanta. It's an early night. It's a quick, easy dinner, and you get to bed at like 8:30, 9 o'clock, and crash.
Cue the Rocky montage. I gotta start getting in shape by Celebration
gosh.
because that's 3-4 days of that. And
Yeah,
this
dude.
Is 2 days. This morning I had trouble waking up. I got up at my normal time at 6, and I'm like, I'm not doing this on the weekend. And then I got up at 8, but even then I was just like dragging.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I enjoy getting here early because you do get to walk the floor and stuff, but it sucks getting here early at the same time.
Yeah.
I always, like I said, I keep repeating myself. Toylanta was awesome. We did get some bit of bad news that the club did not get a club table for Celebration, so we'll see what happens with the podcast room, because Jason submitted our thing for a podcast stage, so we'll see if we get that.
We're only saying positive things to Lucasfilm until we find out. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
We love you, Kathleen Kennedy and Patrick from...
It's Bob Iger.
Bob Iger, yes.
Patrick from Hasbro.
Patrick from Hasbro, you're doing an awesome job. Great job on that Rancor Keeper thing.
Well, there goes our opportunity to have a stage at Celebration. Thanks.
But any other news? Do we have any other news? We do have an email we got from a listener. We're going to read that. Do you want to read that now, or do you want to read that?
I'll read that.
Yeah.
I'll pull it up. It was from Matthew Hayes. And he says, "Hello there. My name is Matthew Hayes, and I'm a lifelong Star Wars collector and a longtime listener of the podcast." That'd be weird if it was lifelong.
Yeah.
Listening to the show whilst typing away always helps to pass the time spent in the office. I really enjoy the banter and down-to-earth conversation. Blah, blah, blah. We don't need to boost our egos a little bit. Cut to, after listening to the last episode, The Hobby is Changing, I was relieved to hear that I wasn't the only one feeling the frustration with the current state of collecting between empty brick and mortar shelves and fighting the constant battle for pre-orders. Saying that I was suffering from collecting fatigue is a massive understatement. I recently had an epiphany. I was a grown man trying to track down a Target employee to give him a DCPI number so he could check in the back for a toy. Not to mention this was the third Target I had been to that day. I was over it, over the frustration, the disappointment. Hey, you got a number? Okay. Sold.
I'm not going to spend 50 on it.
I was over it, over the frustration, the disappointment, the struggle of trying to obtain things that used to bring me joy. Collecting has become a chore. I had become so disenchanted that I considered quitting altogether. After some long thought, cooler head prevailed and decided to change direction. Instead, I have focused my attention on the collection that I have and filling the holes in that collection. When I realized that I didn't have to keep up with the Joneses, I was much happier and content. Attached are a few pics of my collection room. Keep up the awesome podcast. Well, thank you for writing in. And thank you for the kind words.
He's got a heck of a collection room, but
Yeah, he sent photos. Those looked amazing.
yes. What are you looking for?
My water.
I
Where's
don't
my
know.
bag?
That's right here. Here's your bag, Jason. But yeah, I do have to. What was his name? I'm sorry.
Matthew Hayes.
Matthew Hayes. Matthew, I do have to agree with you. It does bring a totally different level of collecting when you just take a step back and you start wanting to fill those holes. It's a little bit more gratifying, and it also it forces you to be more disciplined, because you are trying to chase that little bit of a high, or you're like you said, keeping up with the Joneses, because this guy's got the new Boba Fett, so I got to go get the new Boba Fett, when it's like, no, I could go buy this Emperor that I've been needing to fill a hole or whatever, and it is gratifying when you finish that run and fill those holes up.
That's why we say collect what you love.
Exactly.
There's a reason why Hasbro puts numbers on the back of those cards, is because if you're looking at like the Black Series and you've got them lined up 1 to 100, and was it 26, 127, something like that, 112, I can't remember, and you have a hole in it, you're going to be like, I need that one just to finish those numbers, and they put those numbers on there on purpose just to do that, to make us collectors feel like we need to
collect them all.
Collect them all.
They've been doing that since they were kids, just like finishing everything on your plate.
Yeah, collect all 92. Now all the 92 have numbers on the back, and you got to get them all.
Yep. So yeah, collect what you love. Take a step back. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses. You don't have to go into debt for this stuff. That's probably the most important thing. And if it is getting too hectic for you, take a step back and enjoy your collection. Rearrange it. Spend the afternoon rearranging your collection and fill in those holes.
And if it's not fun, don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
All right.
Totally. Because there's nothing worse than to turn a hobby, something that you love, into frustration. And because your mental health and your health in general is way more important than toys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No. Fernando, what do you collect?
I'm trying to finish collecting all the vintage, so I'm still on the vintage new series. Mm-hmm. I'm probably gonna try to buy all the vintage originals, the 97. So,
right.
But I'm thinking getting the display for that. Once I get that, then I probably slowly start getting
it that way.
Yeah, that way.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck.
Yeah, it's a chore.
I know.
It's a chore and a bank account.
But the good thing is I have open and closed stuff. So the stuff I have open, of course, is the stuff I use for my dioramas.
Right.
So that's something I love to do.
Have a good one.
Bye, Kelly.
Feel love to create scenes of the Star Wars.
See ya.
Yeah. And you do a great job. Like we were mentioning it earlier, that your stuff's like, it's not a tabletop. Well, it's a tabletop, but it's a 10 by 10 tabletop, and then it goes up 6 feet. So it's not a little diorama.
Yeah, the biggest I did is actually the Rebel Yavin Rebel base.
Yeah.
And the pyramid stands up to 7 feet by 11 feet wide. So that's the biggest I created.
So what do you do when you're done with them?
I have a storage in the garage. So there's no way it's going to fit inside the house or a space for it. So.
Okay, I didn't know if you disassembled it or kept them. Or...
Yeah, I keep everything on it. Just waiting for the special offer that somebody interested to purchase it.
Okay.
If they got the right number, yeah, I will let it go in case they want it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you before sold that stuff? Pieces?
Surprisingly, today this will be the first time somebody reached the price. So
Oh, really?
The RAM I have right now, that's the one I just sold.
Nice, congratulations.
Yeah, somebody from Orlando just purchased it.
Wow. And they're going to drive it all the way down to Orlando?
We end up meeting halfway, so he's come up halfway. I meet him down there, and then, yeah.
Was he here at the show?
Yeah.
Then he just
Nice.
slapped money on the table and said, here, take it?
He gave me half of what I asked for,
Nice.
and he said he'd give me the other half once we meet up. So
That's awesome.
yeah, this is the first time I sold one of my dioramas.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, good luck for years to come that you'll get those things sold.
Yeah.
It's always good when you come up with I call it an I don't want to sell it price, but I don't know if you have I don't know if you way overprice your stuff, but it's always good when you.
Mostly, I think it's about how much hours I spend and materials, and I kind of like, okay, I'll give you a number, and if you're happy, okay, I'm not gonna, say less. No, I'm just keeping the number I'm thinking it's good for my
Right.
talent or my force to do something that I love to, put my strength into it. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
That's awesome, man. And you got more money to buy more stuff.
Exactly, but yeah, that money probably going to pay some credit card debts that I already have.
Right. You pay off the debt from running up making the diorama.
Yep.
Cool. Any more stuff, Jason?
I don't have anything.
All right. Well, Jason, do your spiel.
Do you want to do it?
You have it. Do you have it written down?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna let me do it?
Yeah, do it.
Thank you. Thank you for listening to the Smuggler's Galaxy podcast. If you could, please leave us a like and a 5-star review of the show anywhere you listen to your podcast, if allowed. It really helps us out and points people to our show. Follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTubes. Send us an email message. Tell us how you like the show. We love the feedback and love for you to be a part of the show. If you send us a voicemail, we'll play it.
We have a voicemail machine now?
Well, if you send the voice clip.
Oh, send a voice clip.
Send the voice clip.
I can add that.
Yeah. To smugglersgalaxy@gmail.com. Thank you, Alfonso Riviera, for the Smuggler's Galaxy logo, and Levi Waterhouse for the music. Hasbro, please release VC
66.
Hashtag vote with your wallet. I love he turned that into that. Pass on what you've learned and be a positive force in the collecting community. This is the way.
This is the way. That's it.
That's it.